If I am confirmed in the United States Senate, I will do my best to serve the court and this nation.
This is the image of Sandra Day O'Connor that history will preserve. A trailblazing Supreme Court justice, the first woman, someone who was not afraid to stand her ground, and a Washington outsider.
I'd never been to the White House. I had never seen it. I didn't know where it was. And I said, well, where is it?
Sandra Day grew up on a ranch in eastern Arizona. It didn't have electricity until she was 7. The lessons she learned there shaped her life and career. She wrote in her book, Lazy Bee Growing Up on a Cattle Ranch in the American Southwest, "No task was too small to be done as well as possible. No task was too large to be undertaken." She graduated from Stanford Law and met her husband, John O'Connor, there. The couple later moved to Maricopa County, where she served as an assistant attorney general. In 1969, she was appointed to and later elected to the Arizona State Senate. She became a judge, and in 1981, President Ronald Reagan made the announcement that would change O'Connor's life and the lives of women across the country.
I will send to the Senate the nomination of Judge Sandra Day O'Connor of Arizona Court of Appeals for confirmation as an Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court.
The Senate confirmed her unanimously.
It's all right to be the first to do something, but I didn't want to be the last woman on the Supreme Court.
Thank goodness for that.
During her 24 years on the Supreme Court, O'Connor considered herself a conservative, but she provided the more liberal wing of the court with key swing votes in cases that dealt with affirmative action, the Americans with Disabilities Act, voting rights, and the right to abortion. After retiring from the court in 2006, O'Connor dedicated her life to civics education and civic engagement, launching the Sandra Day O'Connor Institute for American Democracy. The law school at ASU was renamed in honor of the retired justice. The federal courthouse in downtown Phoenix is also named after her. In recent years, O'Connor's health began to fail.
We would notice things that most people wouldn't notice. And you started to see these little things, and my mom would comment, oh, I can't remember that. And so we saw the signs, and at some point she went in and had a conversation with her doctor to just check things out, and the diagnosis came back. That
diagnosis was dementia. Since then, Sandra Day O'Connor has remained largely out of the public eye. The cowgirl turned lawyer turned justice blazed a trail for the 5 women who followed her to the nation's highest court. After her retirement, she was asked by CBS News what she would like her legacy to be. This was her answer.
I would like it to be that I was the first woman to serve on the court, and I did a decent job. I think that's a good legacy.